Hello Leo, this is your reading for July 2018, and I will first do your astrology, then your cards, and your angel card messages. So we'll begin with, this is basically a happy month for you, Leo, but two eclipses this month shake things up and bring about a lot of needed changes for you. These changes are not always pleasant in the short term, but in the long term they are good. Both eclipses affect you strongly to reduce your schedule over these periods. The solar eclipse on the 13th occurs in your 12th house of spirituality. This can bring shakeups, turmoil, and spiritual and charitable organization you're involved with. It often brings dramatic events in the lives of the guru figures in your life. There are changes in the spiritual regimen in your teachings and practices, Leo. The dream life will be more active this period, but not very significant. Much of it is just, physical jettison caused by the eclipse. More important, this eclipse, and there will be another one next month too, so this is kind of a rough, bumpy time, forces of personal review. A personal reevaluation, a redefinition of who you are, Leo. Your self-concept and the image you project to others. Something that you're going to be changing. It is important now for you to define yourself for yourself. Otherwise, others will define you, and this is usually not pleasant. Over the next 6 months, your image, the face you present to the public, your personal look, will be changed. This is in the accord with spiritual law, change, and the way you think, and your appearance will follow suit. This eclipse impacts on Pluto, your family planet, so there can be dramas in the family over the next 6 months or so. Do pay attention to that, Leo. And need for repairs in the home also. A parent or a parent figure experiences personal life-changing dramas in their life, so be ready for that. The lunar eclipse on the 27th also has a strong effect. It occurs in the 7th house of love and will test a current relationship or business partnership. Often there are dramas in the lives of these people that cause the testing. After old dirty laundry is dug up for the cleaning, good relationships survive these things and get even better. If it is flawed, these ones are in danger. So those are tough to hear. Since this eclipse impacts the Uranus, your love planet, everything we've just said is magnified a lot. Times 10, times 5. Mars is affected by this eclipse too. Thus it will not be wise to be traveling during this period of the eclipse. But if you have to travel, Leo, do so. Just pay attention to where you're at and make sure you've got all your I's dotted and T's crossed so that you don't have any accidents along the way. Mars is also retrograde all month. College level students can make important changes in their educational plans too. A legal matter, if you're involved in something like this, starts to take dramatic turn one way or the other. There are shakeups in your place of worship. So a lot going on there for you, Leo, in your just astrology. So it's not going to be an easy road, but like they say, it has the shakeups that come into your life, and we just kind of got to go with the good with the bad. And on to your card reading here. For your overall energy, you have the Judgment card, Leo, and with this Judgment card, the meaning of this for the overall energy of the month, do pay attention to this. Your situations can present themselves suddenly, change your thoughts, feelings, and plans. This could be concerning a romantic matter. Pay attention to these things. We talked about that in the astrology. You could be resolving inner and outer conflicts that will mark the end of suffering and bring improved conditions or a change of consciousness. You're right at an ending of some sort in this Judgment type. You could hear, voices from out of your past, people coming through. And, you know, good news concerning a relative. You know, we did talk about, you know, somebody having some changes in their life and a family member. So pay attention to those things. Sorry, I'm moving around. I don't mean to do that to you. You know, this card has meaning of, you know, you being grateful for a new lease on life and a receipt of money, things that could be coming to you. And, you know, accept what is going to be offered, and this can change your life if this is something that you're looking forward to. Your next card as we move on is the Sun card. And with the Sun card, you know, it's just all of the wonderful things. It's like that summer wrapped up and all the fun and everything coming into your life. You know, someone you were thinking about is going to call. Could be a lover or two, or you could be surprised by a high cost of living or an unreasonable bill if you're working on your house. But, you know, it's still such a positive card and very exciting. Through work, this card could mean in your career, things could be very slow at this time, which it's July. Things do calm down, but you won't want to work anyway. You'll need a new element to boost your inspiration and enthusiasm, and one will come. So, as we move through other meanings of this, you know, a new line of work will begin to formulate, and a tempting offer could be, you know, in a partnership proposal or possible court action could be discussed. We talked about court too, if any of you Leos are in that. Keep an open mind, and you'll be able to see or hear the truth that will lead you out of the desert and set you free. So don't, you know, watch your judgment and conditions by appearance, and remember, you know, the good things of, you know, what is coming to you. You've triumphed over a lot of events. You just got to get through a couple more bumps, Leo. The next card we have is the Two of Wands. So if you are into anything, you know, this has a meaning of a promise, great enthusiasm, a burst of motivation, and, you know, for any situation, inspiration, vitality, spiritual, sexual energy is heightened at this time. You know, there's a lot of, you know, great returns coming with this. Loyalty and arrangements and a commitment. Definitely something, you know, a commitment that's coming in for you. Though, you know, because you had both good and bad in your astrology, we have the Five of Swords. So do be aware, Leo, you know, we got to watch out what we're doing with that. You know, a fight, a conflict with people that are deliberately trying to hurt one another, viciousness and ego-based actions, and, you know, actions that can take prejudice over a biased way. Pay attention to not getting pulled into the fray on that. Also, with the Two of Pentacles, Leo, don't be juggling any more than you can handle. I mean, she successfully is juggling 2 plates, and that's what she can handle at this point. Don't add another one, or it just gets to be a little bit. It's very successful at this point, just with the 2, and so don't do more than what you can handle at this time. That's a very high warning. And for your outcome card, we have the Queen of Cups. This card can represent a Scorpio type energy, and for this is your outcome of the month on that. It can be a female or a male, depending on what resonates with you, Leo. And you're going to have invisible help or guidance in your work or your affairs, but agents and go-betweens could prove to be disappointing, so don't be counting on anybody else but yourself. And something will come up and keep your wish about, a union with another for materializing at this time. So this month is kind of a rough time. You know, there's help from your spirit guides, so pay attention to that and enjoy what is coming, but we can't push it. If you're pushing it, it just won't be right. Your angel card messages are good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging in a new area of study. And that's something that we always enjoy, being able to have coming into our life is something new, and new study always gives you a lot of excitement. Your next message is the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents and contracts. But make sure you really read the fine print on any of those things. If you're getting into something, if you don't understand something, you may want to talk to somebody that's a professional that can help you with any kind of contracts that are coming up. You definitely want to make sure you're getting into the right kind of contract. And with the Ten of Air at the, an end of a situation, it's, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Expect things to get better now. Recovering from addiction. Some people, depends on what, what you could be recovering from anything else. But you are coming out of something that's ending at this point, and it's moving into a much better direction of experiencing life. That concludes your reading, Leo, for July 2018. I will see you back in August of 2018. Thank you.